Hey, I noticed a lot of you guys have told me that you have ideas in your mind for scripts, but you're not able to take that and structure that into a screenplay that you can use to shoot. So, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the step-by-step system that I use to take an idea in my mind and then get it into a structure so that actually I can start writing it. Okay, so let's get into it. This first thing you see here is something called a log line. Log line is a two-line description of your story. Now, it is very essential that you bring your whole story into these two lines so that you can start bringing all the elements of the story out. But it should first start with these two lines. In fact, when you're going to a production house and you're pitching your script, the first thing that they ask you is, what's that two-line description? Okay, Andhadhun, Ayushman's movie, the director went to him and said, a blind man witnesses a murder. Like, how good a log line is that? You would immediately want to be a part of that movie. Now, next thing, this two-line description has to have any one or all of these three elements in it. It's not a necessity, but I would recommend the best movies. If you look at Spider-Man, if you look at Avengers, if you look at any one of Ayushmann Khurrana's movies, it always has love, sex, or survival. Shubh Mangal Savlan, sex. Vicky Dona, love. Survival also, survival was... which was the last movie, I don't remember, but something like that, alright? So, love, sex, survival. Add this as a goal to the hero. The hero should be put into a dire circumstance, after which he needs to be going after any one of these three goals. Next, you need to then type out a document with these words in it. Opening image, theme stated. I will get into what each of this means. Opening image, theme stated, setup, catalyst, break into act 2, debate, fun and games, midpoint, bad guys closing, all is lost, Dark Knight of the Lost Soul, break into act 3, finale, final image. That's all. Now, what are these things? What is this exactly? This is something called a plot point. Okay, plot point is where something happens in a story and it is not a random thing. Plot point is where you will actually add one idea to the story. So let's look at the structure of Spider-Man, which Tobey Maguire was in the first Spider-Man. Opening image, Peter Parker is a loser and likes Mary Jane. Theme stated, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, so opening image is where the character is in his life right now and why is he a loser and why is he in this situation presently. Theme stated is the theme of the story. So every story has to go where a hero is going from point A in the start of the story to point B at the end of the story. Point A is he may be a loser and point B he becomes a winner. So that's essentially what Spider-Man is. Okay, theme stated sets up the theme for this transformation. So for Spider-Man's transformation from a loser to a winner, it was with great power comes great responsibility. And the best way to do this is to have some loved one actually come and tell this to your hero. So Spider-Man's Uncle Ben told this to Spider-Man. So you could have a mother or a friend or a father, somebody like that enforces the theme of the character transformation. Right? Setup. Why is the person a loser? So Peter Parker is nervous to talk to Mary Jane and his friend, I forgot, what's his name? I forgot what his friend's name. Friend goes and hits on Mary Jane. So setup is we are showing the audience character traits, what makes this guy a loser. Right, so we're showing that visually. So why Peter Parker is a loser? He doesn't take initiative. If life gives him an opportunity, he doesn't take it. He just sits there because he's scared. Catalyst. Catalyst is where slowly we start pushing Spider-Man towards becoming Spider-Man. Slowly we start giving the hero a reason to start transforming. Peter Parker gets bitten by a spider. Cool? Right? Next, break into act 2. Break into act 2 is now hero has got that catalyst. Now he needs to go into the next part of the new world. So break into act 2. Peter Parker experiments with his powers. So your hero, after you put a catalyst into his story that is making him transform, you need to show him moving into the new world and what the new world looks like. Debate. Alright, so this debate actually should come before this. Catalyst and debate. So debate is, can Peter Parker actually take this call to action? So if you remember, there was a fight scene in the high school where bullies start bullying Peter Parker and they're going to take over him, but Peter's not sure what he wants to do, and suddenly his reflexes, get into action as he jumps into the wall and he starts punching the other guy. So that's debate. This is a very important part of your story because you need to actually show the audience that this hero is not actually sure whether he can move into the new world or not. This is very powerful. Do not ignore this, okay? Break into Act 2, Peter Parker starts experimenting with his new powers. Then we have another one called B Story. B Story is basically the love story of the movie or introducing a new character in the story. If you watched Gully Boy, MC Sher comes into B Story. MC Sher comes and starts guiding Murad into the world of rap. So in B Story, Peter Parker starts hanging out with Mary Jane. Right? All good. Fun and games. This is a nice, interesting part of the story where we showed in the trailer, right? Spidey starts swinging from webs. He has to deliver pizza. He can't make it in time, so he uses his Spider-Man powers to go there, and he impresses Mary Jane. Okay, and fights bad guys. Fun and games. These are the good things happening in the new world. These are the good things happening to the hero. If you notice, this script is a lot like our life, something good happens and then something fucked up happens, and then we need to start working towards improving it. So life is basically like a script itself. Okay, midpoint, bad guys close and all is lost. Alright? Midpoint, you make something good happen, okay? Or you can make something bad happen. So if something good happens here in midpoint, something bad has to happen here and all is lost. And if something bad happens in midpoint, something good happens here and all is lost. I've gone ahead and filled out the rest of it. So midpoint, Peter Parker kisses Mary Jane, something good happening to him. Bad guys close him, we need to make something bad happen. The bad guy needs to win over here. So Green Goblin kidnaps Peter Parker's aunt. After which we go to all is lost. So like I mentioned, if something good is happening in midpoint, something bad happens in all is lost. So what we do, Green Goblin attacks Spidey's aunt, bad guys close in, and bad guys close in is Green Goblin attacks the city, and all is lost, Green Goblin attacks the aunt. So these are three very important points. And after you finish fun and games, after you make the hero, give him all sorts of awesome things happening to him, what you need to do is you need to make something good happen to him and then take it away from him. So this is why midpoint and bad guys closing is good. We can take it away from him, and then we jump into Dark Knight the Lost Soul. Here we make the hero's life so miserable that the audience feels that the hero is never ever going to win. We need to take away his hope completely over here, because good script is where first we like the hero, we want him to win, and then we make his life miserable so that the audience is feeling, okay, I want this hero to win, I want this hero to win, I want this hero to win. So we are making the audience engaged, which is very important. Break into Act 3. Here, now the theme of the movie: with great power comes great responsibility. Whoever told the hero this theme, we need to bring that person back here. Not necessarily, but it's always good rule of thumb. We need to bring that person back over here and make them reiterate, like put that message back in the hero's brain, because after this part, Dark Knight the Lost Soul, hero has lost all hope. So to make the hero kind of get back into state, like get back into achieving his goal, we need to break into Act 3, where the person comes and puts that theme of the story back into his head. Right? Then, finale. Hero's motivated, he goes and fights with the bad guy. And this is how you structure the final scene. Bad thing happens to the hero, bad thing happens to the hero, bad thing happens to the hero, and then something good finally happens. Because bad, good. Audience sees that the hero is getting hit, finally something good happens to the hero. So audience is like, oh shit, is the hero going to win, Often when the hero gets his goal very, very easily, it's boring. Movie is boring. You don't want that. You want the movie to be like spicy, Audience like, oh shit, he's going to win, he's going to lose, You want it to be like that, okay? So that's what we have over here. And then final image, hero has finally transformed. So opening image of the movie, Peter Parker is a loser and likes Mary Jane but cannot admit it to him. And final image of the movie, Peter Parker is winner and Mary Jane is his girlfriend. Right? So, cover a lot in this video. 2-line description, start with that. In this 2-line description, ensure that the primal goals the hero is going after are either love, sex, or survival. Then, put one idea into each part of these beats so that you can start writing. Okay? Short film does not have to have all of this. Short film can just have 5 or 7 of these points. Feature film must have 13 all of these points. Okay? Feature film must have about 60 to 90 scripts. Short film must have about 20 to 25 scripts, or even 20 to 25. Let me go back. Feature film should have 60 to 90 pages. Short film should have 20 to 25 pages. Okay? So rewatch this video again and note all of these things down, and then start putting your ideas into this, and it will work. But main thing is you need to build the discipline to actually start writing. Right? Hope this helps you.